Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You're not gonna take this away from me. Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
How's it going, everybody? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new Spider-Man No Way Home video. And in this video, we're going to cover the brand new trailer that just dropped yesterday. And I felt the need to make this video because of how painfully spot on I was with some of my predictions. So right now, spoiler warning, if you do not want this movie spoiled for you, you don't want to know anything about it, some of my predictions, a lot of them in my previous video covering the first trailer, were correct and confirmed. So spoiler warning, we're going to go through the new trailer and point out, I'm going to point out some of the stuff that I predicted correctly and some of the stuff I might have been a little off on, and brand new footage. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, comment down below if you are excited or if you're not excited. If you think that Toby and Andrew are going to be in it, we're going to get into that later. Share it with a friend. I hope you enjoy this video, and we'll talk to you soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this. In the beginning of the trailer, we have Tom Holland in the rain, beaten up a little bit. So this might be at the end of the movie, but I didn't see any rain at the end scene in this trailer. I didn't see any rain falling, so this could be after that. I guess it could have started raining, but not sure what part of the movie this is. But based off of the damage and the injuries on his face, I'm going to assume that this is probably close to the end of the movie. Let's move on. We're just going to go through the trailer and kind of just stop, and I'm going to give you my thoughts of everything that's happening. This is kind of just replaying some footage that we already saw in the first trailer. A few new shots of like that first scene that's going to take place legit like 5 minutes after in movie time, after Far From Home ended. This scene right here is going to be where No Way Home takes off right away. We're just going to go through this a little bit. He tells him that the spell that he did pretty much fucked everything up. And he botched his spell and it fucked everything up, and now people from other universes and other timelines are coming through into their world. We actually get a better shot of Green Goblin later in the trailer, but here he is in that bridge sequence where we know that Doc Ock, Spider-Man, and Green Goblin are going to be in this one sequence. But I'll get into more of that later.
Universe.
Just some kind of like extra footage of the bridge scene that... So this part's really cool. Listen to what Doc Ock says right here. Listen to what he says to Tom Holland's Peter Parker.
You're not Peter Parker.
You're not Peter Parker. So we have confirmation that Doc Ock recognizes that the universe that he's from, he sees this Spider-Man, but until he's unmasked right now, which we also see that his tentacles, something about Doc Ock's tentacles technology, we can confirm just based off of what we're seeing that they can absorb the Stark nanotech technology for some reason. But yeah.
You're not Peter Parker.
You're not Peter Parker. So there's already a nod, a hint, if you will, towards Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, who is not shown in this trailer.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
And of course, Marvel has to,
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
you know, shove in that unwanted comedic relief for, you know, whatever reason, to make the normies laugh. So here we see that there's construction going on the Statue of Liberty, and it looks like they're adding a Captain America shield, either permanently or temporarily, I'm not sure, probably permanently, onto the Statue of Liberty. They're either honoring Captain America because either one, he passed away. The original Steve Rogers Captain America could have passed away off screen, and this is they're doing a memorial, adding a Captain America shield to the Statue of Liberty, or simply just because Sam Wilson is the new Captain America and the old Captain America is now essentially, I guess, retired figuratively, and there's a new Captain America, so they're honoring the last one. But anyway, Statue of Liberty is getting a Captain America shield.
There are others out there. We need.
So this scene we're going to see later, he's web swinging to a far off distance. He knows his goal, where he's going to find Electro for a fight right here. So you can see he's swinging in like the sunset
There are others out there.
right here, and then eventually he gets to, and he's going to fight Electro.
Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting.
And one thing that we went over in my first trailer analysis, which is that this is the enchanted suit, and we see a phone. At first I thought it was a picture, but now that I'm looking at it up close, not on my own phone, but on the computer screen, this looks like he has a iPhone or a smartphone duct taped to his chest with a picture of MJ and his friend Ned. As we see this enchanted suit, he's engaging his gauntlet, his magical gauntlet that Doctor Strange has provided him on this new suit.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please. Scooby-Doo
More
this crap.
Marvel Disney comedic relief. There's that same web swinging scene where he was going to fight Electro. This, I believe, is probably close to the end of the movie with the sandstorm and the electric. I assume this is probably close to Liberty Island, or might be Liberty Island, where the end of the movie fight scene happens.
You're flying out.
And there we have... Okay, so no, not on Liberty Island. Could be towards the end of the movie, but not on Liberty Island. We have J.K. Simmons back in person as J. Jonah Jameson, who actually... Weird, he kind of looks like how he looked in Justice League as Commissioner Gordon, now that I'm looking at it up close. Anyways, but J.K. Simmons Actually, in person as J. Jonah Jameson, not on a screen doing a podcast as J. Jonah Jameson. So
Flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man.
okay, did you hear that? Listen to that closely. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Listen to what Doc Ock and Doctor Strange say in unison.
To fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man.
To fight ghosts, they all died fighting Spider-Man.
It's their fate.
That's their fate. To go back into my first trailer analysis, I told you I was bloody accurate with some of the shit that I said in my first trailer analysis, and I'll post some clips. I'm going to go back and I'll take the first trailer analysis, and I'll put the in my end clips, my end videos where it says recommended videos. I'll put my first trailer analysis there, and I'll also put a link down below so you know I'm not bullshitting, and I'll even put some splices into this video. Spider-Man is trying to get the box because he knows that all the villains that they get, the villains are essentially got into the multiverse the moment before they died. But we have confirmation that all of these villains who are showing up now out of nowhere, now that that spell got botched, these are all villains that have died in another universe, in however many universes, thousands of different universes probably, who have died by the hands of Spider-Man, are being funneled in to this universe. So all of these villains have died and are now being resurrected somehow into his universe, and that's where the MacGuffin, the cube prison MacGuffin that you're going to see them carrying around, which is another prediction I got right.
Me too.
Don't.
Right here. He steals that MacGuffin. So he steals the cube prison MacGuffin. That's where they're going to store all of the Spider-Man villains. Again, I went over this in my last trailer analysis. It's going to be like the Ghostbusters Ghost Trap Machine MacGuffin. Regardless, there's another shot where I told you Marvel plays tricks on you in these trailers, everybody. We should know by now. We should know by now that we're aware that Marvel misleads you with CGI. They'll spend the money on fake trailers to mislead you so that you do not know shit about the movie, or that you are, you know, your expectations are a little bit different, or you know what I'm saying. But they got the money to do it, and they did it, and they did it from the last trailer, and then it changes in this trailer. And I'll splice it in from my last video, you'll see.
Look, there has to be another way.
So this whole fight right here on the train track is where Spider-Man is going to have that cube MacGuffin. He's probably right here in his left hand.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
Confirmation of, you know, Doc Ock absorbing Spider-Man's nanotech from his suit.
You're not gonna take this away from
And this is nice little fan service right here. That's a good shot right there of Jamie Foxx's new design as Electro. And it looks like when he has a lot of his electricity absorbed, he does form that classic electric star on his face, which is awesome because, you know, that's just a little bit of fan service, comic book accuracy. You like to see it since he was blue in the last movie.
You're not gonna take this away from me. Peter.
There's that MacGuffin. You see that that cube magical prison right there that's going to have a lot of the villains in it that are
struggling.
ultimately going to get unleashed. Okay, here is the shot that I really want to emphasize. In my last trailer analysis on my channel that you can see, I told you that in this specific scene when he's falling through the city that he will have this exact cube MacGuffin in his hand, and that they edited it out in the first trailer. And here we go. We see it right here in the second trailer. He's falling through this donut in New York.
There's a concept about it.
So here's my thoughts. This is trick photography. This whole entire sequence, Spider-Man is going to have that box on his fucking hand. He's going to be holding this box in the movie. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who gives a fuck? But if I'm right, spoiler warning.
With the stability of space.
So I think Doctor Strange is chasing him. Doctor Strange is kind of like trying to stop Spider-Man. That's why you see New York folding over itself and everything's getting trippy because Doctor Strange knows what Spider-Man... And that's why I think this whole time he's going to have that box in his hand. Anyways, just a pat on the back for me. We'll move on.
Have everything you want.
That's a good shot of the William Dafoe Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1. So there's going to be another shot in about 2 seconds that we're also going to look at. But this is no doubt, without a doubt, William Dafoe's Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin in that bridge sequence. And then real quick, blink of an eye and you'll miss it. Shit. This different Goblin type who has a different design. He's throwing the different Goblin bombs. These are like the Goblin blades, or I don't even know what you want to call them. And I'm lucky that I even got this close of a shot right here. But this, if you're into leaks, if you're into leaked information, if you are on the Reddit or the social medias and you follow the Spider-Man accounts, you've probably seen this picture get leaked. The costume design of the behind-the-scenes image of the stunt actor who wears this suit. This is more than likely, and I've seen a lot of people think that could be a Harry Osborn or like the James Franco Harry Osborn or his friend Ned. But upon further glance, you can clearly tell that this is that leaked image of the costume design that came out a few weeks ago. And this is more than likely a second alternate universe version of William Dafoe's Green Goblin. So there's a chance that we can get 2 different versions. We'll get the original OG Spider-Man 1 version of William Dafoe's Green Goblin. And then this one could possibly show up at the end of the movie, who is also William Dafoe in character, Norman Osborn, but not the Green Goblin that we are familiar with in the first Spider-Man movie. If you get what I'm saying. Regardless, let's move on.
Tries to make you choose.
And I'm going to stop right here. That's a good shot. We have Lizard confirmed. So in the first trailer, Lizard was behind that prison wall where he takes a swipe at Spider-Man, but he was hit back with that force field. Confirmed that probably was Lizard and is in fact Lizard. Sandman confirmed, and then Electro. All 3 of them teaming up. Again, like I said before, if you are into leaks, if you're into leaked information, if you have done your research on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, the Spider-Man stan pages have posted a lot of leaks and a lot of behind-the-scene images of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. One recently that came out a few, like maybe even last week. These bars and scaffolding are identical to the behind-the-scenes scaffolding and set of the pictures that we've seen of Andrew Garfield floating around for months. And I'm not going to show them on here. You can do your own research. They're very easy to find, not hard at all. Like I said, if you follow those accounts or if you're on Reddit on the Spider-Man leaks. But anyways, so this is going to confirm, if you had any doubt that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Peter Parker, were going to show up in this movie, now you know they will. How much time they're going to be in the movie? I don't know. Looks like it could just be the end of the movie, where if that's 15, 20 minutes, I'm thinking that this end fight, the whole sequence, could last probably 25 to 30 minutes. And how much of that time that they're in there, I don't know. But they will appear in the movie for either a brief period of time or a good chunk of the last fight. But there's no doubt confirmation. If you want them to be in the movie, now you know. You can sleep easy tonight. They will be in the movie. And there's that integrated suit where I imagine, here's my theory about this integrated suit. Because I called it.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
I told you there was going to be an integrated suit in the end scene, the end fight in the last trailer analysis. What I imagine is that Tom Holland's Iron Spider Infinity War and Endgame suit that he got from Tony Stark, Doc Ock is going to absorb probably most of that nanotech, and it's going to render his suit, incomplete. Like it won't work. But he has enough nanotech where he can integrate it, called the integrated suit, where he can integrate some of that nanotech and at least use some of it on his suit that he made in the previous movie. So this is going to be not a completely nanotech Iron Spider suit, but it's going to have a little bit of nanotech in it, so he can pop out the Iron Spider legs on his back, probably. He might be able to form like a little mini shield if he needs to, but it's not going to have complete nanotech capability, but a little bit. But that's just, my theories without seeing the movie or anything. Good shot right here. We can already imagine, since we know Toby and Andrew are going to be in the movie, one of them will probably be right here, and the other Spider-Man, it's 1v3. There's no way that Tom Holland is diving into this all alone. We know that Marvel likes to trick us. Disney likes to trick us. We know that Toby and Andrew will be on in this scene. Also, if you want further confirmation on that, you can find this on Twitter or on YouTube. The Brazilian trailer of this one that dropped the other day. The Brazilian version has an extended version of this very scene that I'm paused on right now, where you see the lizard's head get punched by an invisible person. It looks like it clearly looks like something is going to be there and punched him, and then it was just photoshopped out. Like his neck completely turns the other way, like he was hit, but nothing is there. So you can, do your own research and find that video if you want, if you don't believe me. More shots of that integrated suit in the last scene. You see Cap's shield falling off the Statue of Liberty. And this scene of Mary Jane falling, which is very reminiscent and almost Easter egg-esque. In fact, it is an Easter egg of Gwen Stacy falling from the clock tower in the comics and in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man having to save her. This is clearly a Easter egg or a nod to that, this movie's version of that. And then it's, will he save her, will he not? And we actually have exactly a month. Today is November 17th, 2021, and I believe this movie comes out December 17th. So exactly 1 month from today, this movie comes out. But anyways, that's, just some confirmation on some of the theories that we went over and speculated in my last YouTube video. That's why I felt obligated to kind of make this one, just to point certain things out that were confirmed and whatnot. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share it with a friend. What do you think about everything that's going on? What do you think about my predictions? Pretty spot on, right? Anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Good to be back, and we'll talk to you again soon.